Now keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my craft.
Welcome back to Sound of Color. My name is Mish and I'm a visual artist. This is episode 2 and somehow, some way, we made it back. New week, new challenge. If you missed that first episode, please go back and watch it. It was actually pretty good. We had a really good challenge. I made a space-themed poster and also put that together with a matching playlist. We created a whole vibe, a whole mood. It was great. It was a good time. You can always revisit that, so go ahead and do that. Also, if you enjoy content like this where we kind of work together and hang out and I go over my design process, then go ahead and subscribe right now so that you don't miss another video, especially in this series. This is a limited series, meaning there will only be a fixed number of episodes. Right now we are on 2 out of 4. So again, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. Turn those notifications on. Treat yourself. Last week, we had the inaugural challenge of Songs for Solitude. This week, I decided it would be kind of cool if I just played on the weather because it's been raining quite a lot. So this week, the challenge is Overcast. And with that, I just know that I'm going to use a hell of a lot of clouds. Just so many clouds. That's all I know. We're gonna rock it like that. For the playlist, you can expect to see some Curtis Mayfield, some DeBarge, some Mac Ayers, because that's my boy. When it be raining, when the clouds are out, that's my guy. Without further ado, I don't have to do much introduction this week. I've already laid out the format. You already know what to expect if you watch episode 1 already. So let's jump into Photoshop and start creating. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and extract this car from this photo. I really wanted to incorporate an Impala some kind of way, like a old Impala. So this is a 1962 Impala, allegedly, according to the listing. And the canvas for this project is 18 by 24, 300 dpi, if any of that matters to you following along. And as you know, pen tool is my girl for an extraction like this. I can get as close as possible. This is a lower resolution photo though, so I did have to go back in with the polygon lasso tool and do some cleanup. Now, I'm always like, 300 dpi this, high resolution that. But for this project, it's totally cool that the photo is a little more low resolution because I'm trying to make a vintage kind of feel. So that gritty and graininess, though, I need those pixels. Those are going to be helpful in the end. So this part of the process is tell me you don't know what you're doing without telling me you don't know what you're doing. I'm just seeing what can work. I know I want to add more texture in that background, but it just really hasn't hit me yet how I want to accomplish that. And that's okay. I don't have to have it figured out just yet. I just have to keep messing around with it, experimenting, seeing what I can make happen. Earlier I said that I needed to use a lot of clouds, and that is no lie. Thankfully, a service exists called rawpixel.com. It's super helpful. I may need a couple assets that are already pre-cut out, that are high quality, that look realistic, and I don't have to focus on the details of that if it's already taken care of. So you'll see me go into a document that I just opened up from rawpixel that has a variety of clouds, and I'm able to stack those and make those look the way I need them to for this project. So check it out. I have maybe 8 cloud varieties there, and you can stack them and use them in different ways. You can turn them into brushes. It really just takes a little bit of imagination, a little creativity, and you have something that could be helpful in so many scenarios. Now, you won't see me do this on camera, but I do go and find a concrete texture and drop that into the document. I find that helps me add in this texture paper feeling that I'm going for. All you got to do is just change the blending properties and you can get a different take on the texture. I did go in again with a raw pixel and add in a road Right now, what you're going to see me do is take that car off the road because it does not fit the era that we're rolling in. To do that, I just used the healing brush tool with the content aware setting on, and bingo bango, it's like it was never there. It's starting to look like something. I added a mountain in the background, used the ellipses tool to add in like another like dimension to the sun, added in some wildflowers, and I'm just like going in because now I see what it's looking like. It's starting to look how I imagined it. It was, it was a rough start, but we're getting somewhere. This is why you gotta just keep pushing through. What I'm doing here is adding in a glue paper texture on top to really make it a bit more realistic that we're creating a piece of paper. For some reason, I wanted that to like really hit along with the clouds. Like I want the clouds to feel like they are descending into the town, and they're also doing a lot of work. They are covering up a lot of like the flaws and just masking the car more. There's a lot of things that I had to do, a lot of challenges for this one, especially with that car. And then also with the text, there are things that I did not capture. In theory, adding that map to the text was super easy, and also the bend, it was just really the styling of it that took some time to like stare at and make sure it looked right. And I didn't want to be stalled out while recording because it takes up so much space and it's very annoying to edit. As you see, here I am stalled out trying to figure out how I was going to do something. And this is another week of me learning the same lesson, which is keep going. Even if you are doubting yourself, just keep going. You'll look at your project from a different angle, see some new stuff, and probably change something up, but you don't know how it's going to look until you're done. And this is pretty much it for the project. This is the last little bit of footage that I have. So we'll go ahead and transition. So let's go ahead and jump into the final design. We did it again. Listen. I, in the beginning, was not trusting myself. And I do that a lot. I was like, I know I can make it work, but I'm not sure. And truly, the car threw me off because that reflection of the original picture, I wasn't sure how to get that out. And when I started to black out the windows, it looked crazy. But somehow, some way, I made that work. Just, constantly tinkering with that area, got it looking a little bit better. I'm pleased with this. This looks good. The font looks great. Just perfect. We got the crows in the corner over here. We got the clouds like kind of covering the sun a little bit, which I'm really enjoying the shape tools this week. Like I had to do something else in Photoshop and it required me to play with these shape tools and create like objects with the shapes. And I've been really killing it with the shape tools this week, I gotta say. I was very pleased with how quickly this came together. I just knew that I wanted it to look like a postcard in a way, but like one of those trendy greeting cards from different states. And I was able to kind of pull that off with the font. And it was super simple. The font is Impact, nothing crazy. I just changed the tracking up and like put a bend in it. Super easy to do. I'm just like proud of myself this week. Wow. I actually did this in under 2 days and it looks freaking good. It looks great. I thought that the first one was my most favorite thing that I had ever created, but this one is good too. And as you know, I don't generally like what I make, but this time I think I'm in my satchel. I definitely pulled that out of the bag. So that's episode 2. I don't think that there is much that I can say. Again, Sound and Color is a limited series. There are only ever going to be 4 episodes in this series. Okay? Those are the breaks. So we're on episode 2 of 4 with 2 more to go. So far, so good. We're learning to press through when we don't feel like things are going to turn out right. Because we can turn the corner, we can make it work. We don't know. And one more time, if you're interested in content like this, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything else. We're currently at 23 subscribers. Man, we have doubled the number of subscribers in a week, and that's pretty awesome. So let's see if we can make it to 40. We can do that. We doubled it once. We can double it twice. If you are interested in the after show where I talk about why I chose the songs I chose that are featured in this playlist, go ahead and consider pledging on Patreon. Currently, my Patreon is pay what you can with tiers starting at $2, so it's super affordable and anybody can get into it. Join me over there. Let's go ahead and have the conversations about this episode. I'm stoked. Like, there is nothing that I cannot do right now, and I firmly believe that, and it's all because of this series. I did these challenges, my confidence on 25. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and go because I've got to edit this video, and last time I did this, it was a nightmare, and coincidentally, it's about to storm again like it did on the first episode, so I need to go. So I guess I'll see you next time, and I don't know what I'm gonna make, but it'll be something. Peace.